So right now, let's connect with the journey. Let's connect with our humanness. Let's connect with our inner observer. Through our gentleness, through our stillness, through our grace, we are truly alive, truly in our humanness. Because in the moments of stillness, the moments of presence, we can feel the vortexes swirling all around us. We can feel the auras of the trees, of the bees, of the birds, of the grass, of the creek. Our humanness is intertwined with the liveliness of all things that are around us. So it's time to connect with our journey. And though in life we can get caught up in the swirl, the gravity of attainment, let's take a step out of that gravity. And let's connect with the energy swirl of presence, the energy swirl that connects us with the web of life. Creation is ongoing. Creation is infinite. Every moment in time, something is being created. Either a child, either a leaf, either a flower, either an animal. that roams the land, or a mammal in the ocean. Something is being born all the time. And like the Native Americans, when something dies or when something is born, they are the same. A death is merely a rebirth in the other world. And a birth is simply a journey starting. So there are infinite births and deaths happening in a single moment on planet Earth. And like the Native Americans, we celebrate. We celebrate the life, the death, the ongoings, the journey. Everything is worthy of a celebration. An animal rolling around in the grass, such as my dog is doing right now, is worthy of a celebration. Or an ant climbing up the tree is worthy of a celebration. A leaf that falls from the tree is worthy of a celebration. Is worthy of a moment to truly send our gratitude, to send our love. Because everything that exists for all things. An ant doesn't just simply exist for itself. Like a tree doesn't just exist for itself, it exists to be a part of the web of life, to share, to receive. So I am human. I am more alive when I understand that I am a part of the web of life. A tree does not impose on another tree. It simply shares and receives when needed. You, being a human, are simply a testimony of life. And like the trees, none are the same. None are identical. There are infinite identities of trees. The branches, they never all go the same way. And you are this magnificent birth, this magnificent journey that is like no other, like a tree is like no other. Even though a redwood is in a forest of redwood trees, none are the same, like you, like us as humans. So, when we are slow moving, our eyes have this ability to observe. Because creation happens in a slow movement, happens in patience. If you are a farmer, if you're a gardener, you understand that creation is slow. Creation is a journey. And when you can accept that, when you can understand that everything is worthy of celebration, you can simply be here and now and feel full, feel whole, feel like you are constantly on this journey of learning, of being a student and being a teacher. Because trees don't necessarily attain anything, do anything, gain anything to be full, to grow, to be inspired to create new life. It just simply does. Because it understands something us humans have trouble with in our busyness of our attainment lives. The web of life is what brings us vitality, what brings us life. inspires us to share and to receive. So let's connect with our journey. Let's step away from our attainment, from our thoughts of destination. Because for a tree, there is no destination. There's simply just growth and growth and growth and growth. And seasons of change, seasons of newness, seasons of death. But there is no destination. So you are a testimony of a human. Like Pepe is a testimony of a little Yorkie experience, Yorkie journey on life. And right now on planet Earth, as light workers, we are not here to impose, to forcefully change the world. We are here to simply show a new way of loving oneself, of relating to another, and of living a life. And your greatest inspiration is simply you. Is simply you standing strong, standing in your courage, being that testimony of creative, of a loving, kind, compassionate, graceful human. That is the true awakener within us. Because compassion is what truly helps others to awaken. Our compassion and our grace. So be gentle on yourself. Be easy on yourself. And allow yourself to just observe, to just not need to be anything, not need to impose, not needing an identification, a credential, but just observe the ongoings. We humans reflect the trees. We have a very structured system. We all play our roles, and we all respect each other's roles. So just observe the journeys of all things around you. And you'll realize that you're not alone. You're never alone. Because the humans around you, like you, are in this web of life. They have a role to play in the ongoings of life. And that role may be completely different from yours, but it has a role to play, everybody. So allow people to grow. Allow people to cry. Allow people to come to terms with their, you could say, chaotic life, or messy life, or fearful life on their own. Because it's clear to me that everyone will come to a resolution. Everyone will make peace with a lesson and come to a sense of mastery. So lifetimes bleed into other lifetimes, and you may be a witness of a soul family, friend, or a karmic sister or brother that is doing exactly the same thing they were doing in a past life, and that the amnesia has caused them to repeat the same lessons, the same things, just slight difference in this lifetime. Just know that everyone will realize there's nothing to fear, and that they can be courageous, they can be confident, they can have high self-esteem to change their life, to step on a new pattern, a new cycle of creation, of ways of being, of ways of creating, of ways of loving. That all you need to do is just support. It's not of a take my class, or I know the way, or I will teach you the way. No, it's just simply supporting each other where we are at. Supporting each other. Our family, our family may be on a totally different path than us. They may be on the path of vanity, or the path of narcissism, or the path of fear, of self-sabotage, the path of self-hatred. It's okay. All you have to do is allow them naturally to come to terms, because it is them, just like it is you, that changes your life. I can't change your life, you can't change my life, but I can support you when you're sad. I can support you like the trees. I can send you healing energy when you need it. But it is you. I believe in you. I believe that you can turn it all around, and that is the greatest energy to give to the world. I have faith that you can turn it all around. So now let's connect further. Let's connect further. Let's go deeper, deeper. Each word is an affirmation. So it's time we choose our words wisely. But if sometimes there are moments when the words you speak are not as kind to yourself, maybe out of frustration or a tantrum, it's okay. Just take a few breaths, and be kind to yourself. Because this is a journey. And through our mistakes, through our darkness, we are actually learning more about the light. Through our self-pity, through our neurotic behavior, through our frustration, through our anger, through our tantrums, we are actually learning more about the light. We are learning what the light is in the deepest of the darkness. Because the polarity system of this world is the darker, the deeper you've traveled, the higher your polarity has traveled into the light. So don't fear going dark, deep. Don't fear in meditation witnessing the darkness of the world, the fear, the anger, the hate, because your polarity self is going higher into the light, so you go glowing into the dark. It's quite interesting, the polarity dynamic of planet Earth. But the system of polarity is about the emergence of the very dark within us and the emergence of the very light within us. They're meeting in this plane of compassion, this plane of neutrality. This is where the darkness within us and the light, they become the yin-yang. They become friends. They become collaborators. And in this, when things happen like a storm, in this collaboration, our light self can provide guidance. And in the moments of great, great optimism, and then something around us happens, it's dark, and we don't fully understand, our darkness can show us, provide us wisdom on what is happening to that person or in that environment that is dark around us, or heavy. So the emergence of our very, very light self and the very, very dark, dark, pessimistic self. When pessimistic and optimistic come together, we are able to look at our life, look at our happiness, and look at our sadness with eyes of journey, rather than bad or good or opposing or competing or at war energies. We can see it as both are supporting us, both are trying to nudge us somewhere. We just need to merge the two energies together so we can get a full clarity, an answer to where that is leading us. Because in the deep, deep darkness, it's hard to truly understand why this is here, what is happening. And just like in the light, it's hard to understand, why is the world so dark? Why is this narcissism or this egotistic behavior happening? Only through the togetherness, the collaboration of the two, light and dark, we are able to have that clarity of why the darkness is played out and why the light plays out alongside the dark. They both support each other. They both encourage each other. And that is the realm we find our well-roundedness, when we can begin to not be so hard on ourselves when we feel the dark, a bad dream. And our light helps us to illuminate, to remember our God, our inner God energy. That's the light. At our highest, we are this God, not as a single vessel, but God as a planet almost, a solar system, a galaxy, a universe, a God that incorporates all things. So when we channel, when we are in our high light energy, we are our God. And that's why we're able to attain or allow channeled messages to come through on various topics. Because if the God is the universe, everything in that universe or multi-universe you can channel from. Just by remembering you are part of that universe, you are that universe. So I can channel the life of Pepe. I can channel the life of my mother. I can channel the past life of anything on this planet or in this solar system, galaxy, universe, simply by rising up into the highest. Where the dark in me is able to shed light on the destruction, has wisdom to share on the destruction, the demise of planets, or demise of species. It can give my light self wisdom. Like a child is very innocent, but a child does not fully understand the systems of pollution in the government or in health. They don't fully understand until they really embark on their dark side. And then they get this message that purification, newness, requires destruction. And the Native Americans understood this. But we can be innocent as adults. That is our goal, I feel, as adults, as humans, to feel innocent while having a dark side. Innocence isn't just this squeaky clean, like a child, a baby, with no past, with no experiences. We can still be in our innocent frequency with our dark, with our moments of hate or our moments of lashing out. We can still be in our innocence. You just have to be okay with the darkness of the world and understand everything in its own time. Everything that is dying goes through a period of demise, a period of dark. Just like a flower that's dying and it's slowly leaning down and down and down into the soil. It's descending into its originality to become again. So you may wonder, how do I connect with these Native American songs? And I received an answer to that while I was chanting. When we connect with our God energy, that version of us, high vibration version of us, that understands the web of life, that we are connected in this web of life, we are able, if we set an intention, to connect with any person, anything, any planet, even any solar system, galaxy, multi-universe. We're able to connect in that space when we recognize we are in this web of life. That you are God and that I am God. And we are both gods because we are in this web of life. No matter the past or the way future or the here and now and another planet, we are able, if we set the intention, to connect. And my intention was connect with the Cherokee Indians. Pretty much roamed the lands that I'm standing on right now. Okay, Tennessee, Georgia. Okay, I just set the intention. I tell myself that, you know what, I'm God. Therefore, I can channel any guidance. Either it's math, science, either it's a Orion being, either it's a Palladian being, either it's a dog, either it's a tree, either it's a bee, either it's my neighbor's past life. I can connect. I just have to believe that I can. And for me, I decided I would like to connect with my Cherokee. For me, that's what I want to connect. Now, for Nikola Tesla, it could be I want to connect with math, with inventions, with advanced technology. And he realized, you know what, I'm in this web of life. Therefore, I can channel anything if I want to, anything. And I'm going to focus on invention. That was him. And you can do that as well. You just have to believe. And another energy that came up while I was chanting had to do with past lives. I just received this vivid image of it all. The whole concept of past lives. And it had to do with my heritage. My soul, your soul, all of our souls. It's interesting because we are new souls in the essence, because there will never be a unique configuration of energy in this vessel ever again in the cosmos, ever again. So that would make us pretty much technically a new being. Because our energy, you could say our birth chart, these unique combinations of zodiac signs and combinations of energies given to us by our higher self to help us with this particular life in this particular day and age. So we are technically new, a being that's never been on this world before, because our chart is completely different if we had past lives from any. But what makes us have this feeling of a past life is the very lineage of our heritage. Because while I was chanting, I felt all of the people, since basically all the way back to the cavemen you can imagine. And I saw all the people. And remember, our tree of heritage, our family tree, when we get into it, it gets very, very broad. There's a lot of people. So the past lives, I feel, the Native Americans, of my Europeans, all the past lives that I really resonate with, France or Spain, or here on this continent of North America as Native Americans, I saw them as people that were me, not me, but people, my ancestors, And it's almost like I was seeing through their eyes as though I was them. And the reason I felt that is because they technically are in me, because their bloodline has crossed over into me as the new being on this day and age. So everything that I really deeply resonate with is interesting because when I connect with my heritage, all of those regions I'm drawn to happen to be the regions that my bloodline has been in, maybe hundreds of lifetimes ago before me. It could be even thousands. Let's say you don't really have any bloodline of Japanese in you, but you have a deep resonance with the Japanese culture. It could be that deep thousands of years, your ancestor might have crossed paths with the Japanese and maybe had a business with them, maybe lived next to them, maybe actually spent their lifetime in Japan, even though they're not Japanese themselves. So every person my ancestors have crossed paths with, either crossing paths with a Russian or a Japanese, or in the Civil War, because I have a strong past life memory of Civil War, you can pick up on that just by being in that bloodline. It's like a giant pool, and every single ancestor is in that pool thousands of years ago. Not just them, the people that are basically your mother and father, okay? Even your aunt, cousins, and your uncles that go way down the line are in this pool, like your mother and father, because they have contact with your ancestors, therefore have influence, have exchanged energy, had an impact on their lives. So you are able to connect with those past lives that you may think is yours, but it could very much be the people that are your ancestors in your family tree. But not just them. It could be the people that they were in contact with that aren't related to you, but were very influential and very impactful on the lives of the people you're related to. It could be a life partner, it could be a lover, it could be a childhood friend, it could be a coworker, it could be going on a trip and having this most profound experience and meeting all these wonderful people on this trip. You can connect with all of those lives that just simply were in the lives of your relatives. And think about it. If we expand further out, like the roots expanding, they say there's a very complex root system under the ground that we can't truly conceptualize. What if we're able to connect with, you could say, the relatives and their friends and co-workers and lovers and people they've met, and then also connect with the people those individuals have met? They've crossed paths, their mothers, their fathers, their friends, their lovers. So we realize that through branching out, we can connect with any person in this world, because we have all, if we look at the bigger picture, we are all kind of connecting with each other. Either it's directly through my relative connected directly with that person, or that person my relative knew connected with that person, and that person knew that person, and that person connected with that person. That would mean if we expand our vision, we are able to connect with any person in the past life and perceive it as our own past life, simply by just seeing connectiveness like the roots that just go out and connect, go stretch along. It's like my ancestor connected with that person connected that person, and that person, and that person. And even though I never had an ancestor that knew that person, I can connect through this web of constant sharing and constant collaboration, constant synchronicity of crossing paths with each other. So I was very interesting. I saw that when I was chanting. Because I do believe you and I, we are a new being. We're not necessarily be a new soul in the essence of our kind of first view, first sort of interpretation of planet Earth. But we are a new being, meaning you will never be this unique configuration of zodiac signs, of energies, even your vessel, ever again, this planet Earth. That makes you a new being. So I want to leave you guys with those trains of thoughts, and I hope to see you guys again soon.